What's going on, everybody? Adam here with eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Titan Chain V-Bar snow tire chains with cam tensioners on our 2020 Ram 1500. So we are going to have a ladder pattern style chain, so it's not going to be as smooth as some of those diamond pattern chains, and these are going to be pretty much one of the more aggressive ones that we have here at eTrailer. And what makes them extremely aggressive is the V-bar right here. These are going to wear away relatively quicker than just your normal twist link or square link chains, but it is going to give you optimal traction whenever you guys are starting, stopping, and turning as well. These are going to have a twist link here, but obviously we have a V-bar on top, so it's going to ride a little bit rougher, but just give you guys a great amount of traction. They are made of a low carbon steel, so they are going to resist against rust and corrosion over time. Obviously, if we have snow tire chains on our tires, there's probably going to be snow on the ground, and with snow usually there comes salt, so it's going to resist against all that and hopefully last you guys through multiple different seasons. What really sets these apart is we don't really need a rubber adjuster, but you guys can purchase them and put them on here just for added comfort for you guys. But with these cam tensioners, we have 4 of them. We have plenty of different adjustments to be able to make, just so it's going to fit your guys' tire specifically and extremely tightly. So that is definitely something I look for, is adjustability, just to make sure I'm going to keep these chains on my tires. I don't want the tire to rotate with the chains staying in the same place. Not going to do a whole lot. And also I don't want them coming off and maybe damaging my truck. So these are definitely going to get that done for you. And they do come in a pair of 2. So for your 4-wheel drive applications, just go ahead and grab 2 of the same exact part numbers. You'll get 2 bags with 4 chains, and you guys should never really get stuck. It does come in a canvas bag. Isn't necessarily the nicest bag. I have found that over time, especially with the V-bar style, they do end up kind of ripping this canvas bag, but there isn't really a whole lot of better type of carrying cases. Some come with zippers, but they eventually break too. But just know you guys do have a carrying case for them. And it really isn't too hard to install them, so let's just go ahead and walk you guys through the process so you guys can do it at home. So the first thing we want to do is go ahead and lay out our chains, make sure there's no kinks in our links or anything like that. And if everything seems to be good, we can go ahead and grab the middle of our chains and drape them over our tire. We want to make sure we get it nice and even. One, just making sure we get it in the meat of our tire, and also just to make sure we have the same amount of overhang on both sides. So we are going to have to make a connection around back. We're going to have a hook on one end and a bunch of spare links on the other. We can go ahead and just pick whichever one we really think is going to fit the best. You guys are going to find out the first time that you guys put these on which chain is going to be the best. So I'm going to start off with just the second one down here, and then we can go around front and make another connection. So now around front, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different chains, links to pick from. We're going to take the cam tightener on this side and just pick one of them. I'm going to go ahead and just go with just the first one. It's not going to be the tightest connection, but we still have more connections that we can choose from as well. If it's still a little loose, I think I'm just going to go ahead and go with the second one. And there's going to be an extra link right here, and we can just go ahead and connect that to our cam tensioner. So now, as you can see, they're on, but they're not necessarily too tight, but we are going to have some options to tighten them down. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4 different cam tensioners, and we have a tool that comes with the kit. Put it in there and twist them up. That is on and tight, and we can go ahead. We don't have to do all of them, but just enough to get the tightness that we're looking for. That one definitely made it extremely tight. So I'm going to say that's pretty much good, but we are going to roll over them a couple of times just to make sure that they're going to stay tight. So after we roll over them, kind of come back out, make sure to check and see if it's nice and tight, and we should be good. If you guys still aren't sure if the amount of tightness on the tire after we roll over them isn't really tight enough, we do have some rubber tensioners. They are sold separately, but you guys can go ahead and throw those on here, and that's just going to make sure it's going to stay nice and tight. We don't need them, but it's just for you guys if you need that reassurance. Well, everyone, that just about does it for a look at the Titan Chain V-Bar snow tire chains with cam tensioners on our 2020 Ram 1500.